Hello class 9. In today's class we are going to start jump statements used in Java language. Okay. Then what are the jump statements? See, these statements are used to transfer the control to another part. They used to transfer the control from one part to another part in the program. And in between it leaves some statements. Some statements will be left, will not be executed. So what are the jump statements? Jump statements are used to transfer the control to another part of the program, leaving some of the statements unexecuted. Java language uses the following three types of jump statements. There are three jump statements we are going to use in our Java language: break statement, continue statement, and return statement. Break and continue we'll discuss in this class only, in class 9 only, and return will use in the function and method chapter in class 10. And this break statements you have already used in switch case statement also to terminate the switch case statement. Okay, so there are how many jump statements used in Java? 3: break, continue, and return. What they do? These statements are used to transfer the control to another part of the program. So first one is the break statement. So what is a break statement? The break statement is used in looping construct for unnatural termination of the loop. It is used to stop the loop, terminate the loop forcefully. The break statement can be used in all the loops. All the loops means in the for loop, in the while loop, and in the do while loop. Alright. So once again, what is a break statement? The break statement is used in looping construct for unnatural termination of the loop, and the break statement can be used in all the three loops, that is the for loop, while loop, and do while loop. Now use of break statement in for loop. When break statement is executed, it forces the control to skip the remaining iterations of the loop and exit the loop. So how it happens in the for loop? When it is used in the for loop, it forces the control to skip the remaining iterations of the loop and exit the loop. Now see the example. Like for n equal to 1, n less than equal to 10, and n plus plus. So if you see this for loop is executing for how many times? 10 times. Okay, initial value is 1, n less than equal to 10. So it is constructed to repeat for how many times? 10 times. But we are going to stop it, terminate it using the break statement forcefully. How? First time value of n is 1. 1 equal to 5. No, the break will not execute. So it prints 1. Next n plus plus will be 2. 2 less than 10. No, the n value is now 2. 2 equal to 5. No, the break will not execute. So it prints the 2. Now 2 plus plus 3. 3 less than 10. No, the 3 equal to, if 3 equal to 5. No, the no break will execute. Print 3. 3 plus plus 4. 4 less than 10. Yes. If 4 equal to 5. No, the break will not execute. It prints the 4. Next time n plus plus 4 plus plus is 5. The 5 is less than 10. Yes. But now value of n is 5. If 5 equal to 5. Yes. So now break will execute and it will terminate the loop. It sends the control out of the loop and loop will not execute anymore. Now let us see this loop practically in Java. Let us type this loop in Java and see how it gives the output. Break. Open. Type the same loop that what we have discussed just now. Import is not required. Start the program from public void line. Public static void main string args for int n equal to 1 initial value, n less than equal to 10, checking the condition, updation n plus plus. Alright, if n equal to 5, then system out println n, not n, sorry, break now. If n equal to 5, then break. Otherwise, system out println n. Print n, close. Done. Now compile it and let us see the output. Now see the what is the output? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are not printed. Why? As the value of n became 5, break executes and it terminates the loop. So 5 is not printed. Okay. Now the same way, the break statement can be used in the while loop also. In the while loop also break can be used. How? The following example shows the use of break statement in while loop. See, int a equal to 10 and b equal to 2. While a greater than 0, a value is 10. The 10 is greater than 0. Yes. Then a equal to a minus b. The 10 minus 2 becomes 8. Now value of a is what now? 8. The 8 is less than 5. No. The break will not execute. It prints the 8. Okay. Again go for checking. A 8 greater than 0, yes. Then a equal to 8 minus 2, 6. 6 less than 5, yes. No. So no break, print 6. Again go 6 greater than 0, yes. The a equal to a minus b. 6 minus 2, 4. 4 less than 5, yes. Then break will execute. It comes out of the loop. Alright. So this was the break statement in for loop and while loop. The same way, this break statement can be used in the do while loop also. The second jump statement is continue statement. It is opposite of break statement. It sends the control for the next iteration, skipping some lines. It sends the control for the next iteration, skipping some lines. So as soon as the continue statement will be invoked, means executed, the control will return back to the next iteration of the loop, leaving the rest of the statements of the loop unexecuted. Rest of the part will be unexecuted. So whenever continue statement is executed, is used in the program, the control will return back to the next iteration of the loop, leaving the rest of the statements of the loop unexecuted. Continue statement is used only in looping construct. Only in the looping construct means in the for loop, while loop and do while loop. Whereas break statement can be used in switch case as well as looping construct. In the switch case also we have done the programs. So we use the break statements, and in all the three loop statement also break can be used. But continue cannot be used in the switch case statement. Now let us see use of continue statement in for loop. When continue statement is executed, the control will skip the current iteration of the loop and will resume back for the next iteration. Okay, when continue statement is executed, the control will skip the current iteration of the loop and will resume back for the next iteration. For example, for int n equal to 1, n less than equal to 10, n plus plus. So if n equal to 5, then it will send the control for the next updation. Till that, it will be printing the value of n. So n value is 1, 1 less than 10, yes. The 1 equal to 5, no. Condition false. The system out println n means 1 is printed. Go for the updation. 1 plus plus 2. 2 less than 10, yes. 2 equal to 5, no. Condition false. Continue will not execute. System out println 2. 2 is printed. Again go for the next updation. 2 plus plus 3. 3 less than 10, no. Condition false. Sorry, condition true. 3 is not 3 is less than 10. Condition is true. The 3 equal to 5, no. So no continue. Print 3. 3 plus plus 4. 4 less than 10, Yes. The 4 equal to 5. No. The no continue will execute. Print 4. Again go 4 plus 5. The 5 is less than 10. No. 5 equal to 5 less than 10. Yes. The if n value is 5 now. The 5 equal to 5. Yes. Continue will execute. And it sends the control back to the whisper for the next iteration without executing the system out println n. So if this loop is executed, so output will be 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4, 5 will not be printed. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let us see how it shows the output. Open the same program. Just now I have typed. And make here if n equal to 5, then break. Continue. If n equal to 5, then continue. Okay, compile. No syntax error. Close. Now see the output 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4, 6. 5 is not printed. Why? When the n value is 5, it sends the control for the next iteration. After 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So this was use of continue in the for loop. Now the same way the continue statement can be used in the while loop also. When break statement is executed, it forces the control to skip the remaining iterations of the loop and exit the loop block. Like a equal to 10, b equal to 2, a greater than 0, 10 greater than 0, yes, then a equal to a minus b, 10 minus 2, 8. 8 less than 5, no, continue will not take place, system out println 8, 8 is printed. Again 8 greater than 0, yes, that a equal to 8 minus 2, 6, 6 less than 5, no. The no continue, print 6. Again go 6 greater than 0, yes, 6 a equal to 6 minus 2, 4. 4 less than 5, yes, continue will execute. It sets the control for the next execution and without printing the value of a. Alright. So this was use of continuous statement in while loop. Now different terms involved in loops. We are going to discuss some different types of loop. First is finite loop. What is finite loop? When the loop block set of statements is executed for a fixed number of times, the iterative construct is called a finite loop. A finite loop. In this type of structure, all the parameters like initial value, test condition, update are well defined, are present. And it can be again categorized in two types of loop, that is the continuous loop and the step loop. So what if finite loop? When the loop block is executed for a fixed number of times, the iterative construct is called a finite loop. And there are how many types of finite loop? Continuous loop and step loop. Now what is continuous loop? If in a for loop, the increment is or decrement is by 1. It increases the value by 1 or decreases the value by 1, then it is called continuous loop. In this type of looping structure, the control variable is updated, increase or decrease only by 1 after each iteration. So the loop will be terminated as soon as the control variable will exceed the what limit? Last limit. Like n value 1, 1 less than 10, 1 plus plus. The system out println n. So what this loop will do? This will print all the 10 natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is called continuous loop. Now, if this updation is more than 1, like even number, odd number, table of 5, the updation is more than 1. In the case of even number, updation is by 2. In the case of odd number, updation is by 2. In the case of table of 5, updation is by 5. So those type of loops are called the step loop. Those type of loops are called step loop. So what is a step loop? It is a system of creating a loop where the control variable is updated, increased or decreased by a given value other than 1, more than 1, after or less than 1 after each iteration. Like a loop to print the first even number. E equal to 2, 2 less than equal to 10, e plus equal to 2. So what is updation here? Updation is plus 2. After 2 plus 2 4, after 4 plus 2 6, after 6 plus 2 8. So updation is not 1, it is 2. So this type of loops are called step loop. So just we have discussed today the break statement, continue statement, and we have discussed different types of loops. So learn all this definition and practice the program. Thank you.